Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Murray now on first down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
30 base. 23 at the mark.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted all day, baby. Yeah.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Let's get up.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go. I got you.
following the penalty. It's Johnson. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Murray with a third and long. Sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. To throw is Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Murray to air it out again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Jacoby Brissett has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think
he's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Check, check. Lucky. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll look to throw. Out to his left, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting it, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. That's a tough one right there. He ran right.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First down, Murray. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
56.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll try to run with Edmonds, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score. That puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down 16-15, 53 ticks to go. Now they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to... And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And that's caught inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Cardinals, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.